and welcome to Chesapeake Weekly. That's right, 48 News is no longer. Today we're debuting our brand new show, Chesapeake Weekly, on our new rebranded station, Chesapeake Television. We're excited to bring to you a fresh new look with the same great local content you've come to expect from us. For more information on this exciting new phase, here's Director of Public Communications, Heath Covey.
We are really excited about the rebranding going on here at Chesapeake Television now. You know, WCTV has a tremendously good history and a legacy of doing great programming. Live coverage of city council, school board, and planning, bringing your government right into your living room. We do a lot of original local programming, news, talk, information, some entertainment, and we're going to continue to do that and a lot more. We have expanded our partnership with the Chesapeake Public Schools, so we're going to be highlighting and featuring shows from them, showcasing the great students and teachers and administrators we've got here in the city. We've got new programs. If you haven't seen Cold Case Homicide, our partnership with the Chesapeake Police Department, please check that out, and please be on the lookout for a lot of new things coming. You can find us on the web at cityofchesapeake.net/TV, on Cox 48, on Verizon 43, on Facebook, and all over the place. We want to come bring information to you where you are, and we hope you'll come meet us and find out what we can do for you.
We hope you'll follow along with us in whatever form works best for you. You can, of course, find us on your television on Channel 48 if you have Cox, Channel 43 if you have Verizon. We're streaming online at cityofchesapeake.net/TV, where you can also find select programs on demand to be viewed whenever it's convenient for you. And of course, we're on social media at Chesapeake Television on Facebook and YouTube. Now, throughout this first edition of Chesapeake Weekly, we'll be highlighting a few of our other shows available on this station to give you a little glimpse into what we have to offer here on Chesapeake Television. Let's get started. This week, Chesapeake students are back in the classroom, probably coming home with new books, new friends, and possibly some new apps on their phone. Now, if you don't know what's on your child's phone, you might want to find out. Check out this clip from the September edition of A Closer Look when Chesapeake Television's Karen Myers spoke with Police Detective David Weir about app safety.
And having a phone is not a right, it's a privilege, just like driving.
Right.
And there's a lot of resources online. You can Google basically cell phone contracts and get, you know, and you can tailor it to what you want, you know, for you and your
Right.
child, and make sure that you have that contract in place, and you know that you have there's consequences when you violate the contract. So speaking up front, this is what you'll use your phone for. So it's like if you download apps, you make sure you get parental approval first before you post something. Make sure that you're also getting approval for that. And that you know all the passwords for how to get into the phone, how to get into all their social media sites. And if, as a parent, if you don't know what an app is, you're looking through it, and you're like, well, that doesn't look right, just Google it, and you can definitely find it, and you'll find out, hey, is this good for my child to have?
Yeah, that's my weapon. It's legal. Yeah, not on school property.
Not on school property.
When the unthinkable happens, our first responders are prepared and trained to do everything they can to get the situation under control. Chesapeake Public Schools recently collaborated with Chesapeake first responders for an active threat training at Hickory High School.
Please, please, please.
The training exercise last week allowed the school division to practice our part of a crisis management, as well as the police and fire with their response, coming in and tying all those pieces together to ensure that we close any gaps there may have been, and to look at what we need to do in the future to make sure that we're providing the safest environment we can for our students and faculty and staff.
Well, we spent the whole year really practicing and preparing, actually the last several years, but this year in particular, we have been participating in lots of drills very specific to this event. We went through first aid training, lockdown drill training, and it's really an opportunity to put all of those learning experiences to the test. You know, even though we spent the whole year really focusing on different aspects of an active threat, this was an opportunity for us to actually put it into practice, because a lot of what you do in these experiences is you use common sense and problem solving, and really you get to pull from your learning and put it into action, and this is an opportunity for us to do that.
I think parents should know that we take school safety very seriously in the city of Chesapeake, and not only just the school division, but police and fire also, and our other stakeholders are all on the same page with what it takes to make the building safe and students and faculty safe, and that we take threats very seriously. Anytime that there's an incident that causes alarm or concern, we investigate it fully along with the police department, and whatever role the fire department needs to play, they will as well. And we see through to the end to make sure we've covered as much as we possibly can.
It was a powerful experience. We learned a whole lot, and I know our partners, who are incredible partners for us, the police, fire, emergency services, public safety, all have been working with us for many years, but in particular this past year preparing for this event.
Now, in the event of a real security incident at a Chesapeake public school, you'd be able to find information at cpschools.com/emergency, as well as on the school's Twitter at cpschools_VA and the city's Twitter at About Chesapeake. Now, who says back to school is just for kids? You too can start your next journey in learning with free educational opportunities courtesy of Chesapeake Public Libraries.
While kids are going back to school, adults can learn too online. We have all types of courses for your personal, professional, and career improvement or just for fun. We have Career Online High School, which will let you earn a real high school diploma from an accredited school, and we have limited scholarships for people who'd like to take advantage of that. We have Universal Class that's lets you take continuing education units with a teacher on the other end in many cases, and those a variety of subjects for that. We have LinkedIn Learning, which used to be lynda.com, which has industry experts teaching you everything from technology to creativity to business skills. Also, we have Transparent Languages, which helps with learning all many languages as well as English as a second language. You can use your computer at home. Some are available on your smartphone, or you can come into the library and use one of our free library computers. We hope to be your library 24/7, and so we're hoping that you can go on anytime, whether the library is open or closed, or from home, remotely, so that you can learn and work on your personal improvement, your business skills, your career skills from anywhere.
You can find all of those learning opportunities online at infopeak.org, or just stop into your neighborhood library branch and talk to one of the librarians who can help you get started. Chesapeake Recycles Day is back after its summer hiatus. The next event of 2019 is this weekend, September 7th, at the Sam's Club in Western Branch. That's out on Chesapeake Square Ring Road.
Chesapeake Recycles Day is an excellent opportunity for citizens of Chesapeake to easily, ethically, and safely dispose of a variety of items that may accumulate in their house over time. It's an opportunity to come out and drop off anything from recyclable items that would normally go in your blue bin to be picked up by TFC, some of those hazardous waste items that accumulate over time, like thinners, batteries, items containing mercury, items that you use in the yard like pesticides. There's donations to Goodwill, like clothing, household items. There's even opportunities to take shreddable personal items like paper, documents that you can drop off to be shredded, and even donate to food banks at Chesapeake Recycles Day. It's a great opportunity to kind of one-stop shop for a lot of those items that accumulate over time to get rid of those in ethical, safe ways that help the environment.
The event is free, but they will be collecting donations of non-perishable food items for local food banks. You can find the entire 2019 Chesapeake Recycles Day schedule, including a list of what you can and cannot bring, at cityofchesapeake.net/recyclesday. Now, another great program we offer here on Chesapeake Television is called Peak Life. And while it's usually a quick interview that takes place right here in our studios, talking to people who are making things happen in Chesapeake, our most recent edition took place on scene when Chesapeake Television's Jim Hazel took a trip to the future Great Bridge Battlefield and Waterways History Museum.
When you do enter the museum, you're going to see colonial living as it was. We have been very fortunate to have received so many phenomenal family archive materials, furniture, so forth, from the 1700s. But then, when you walk a little bit further, you're going to step into the 3-Ton Tavern, and I know you know about that, Jim.
Yeah, I heard about it. I wasn't old enough to actually attend a 3-Ton Tavern. I was underage at the time, I think.
Well, I think so. But anyhow, we found out that in colonial days, there was actually a 3-Ton Tavern in the village of Great Bridge. That being said, we're recreating it, because in the 1700s, that's where they got their news of the day.
Right.
Not only their drink and their food many times, but they got their news of the day. So rather than turning on CNN, which you would probably do today, or Chesapeake News,
yeah,
They would go to the 3-Ton Tavern and they would have their drinks, but they would hear, most importantly, the concerns of the villagers.
Right.
And the concerns of our nation, what was becoming our nation.
Another new show we've started offering just this past summer is called Cold Case Homicide. We're partnering with the Chesapeake Police Department to help them bring unsolved murders to light in hopes of finding answers. You can find those episodes on our YouTube page at Chesapeake Television. Now let's take a listen to this month's environmental tip brought to you by the Chesapeake Environmental Improvement Council.
Take a hike, visit a Chesapeake park you've never been to before, and enjoy the sights and sounds.
For more on environmental tips and programs in the city, visit cityofchesapeake.net/CEIC. Well, Census 2020 is coming up in March of next year, and lots of preparations are being done right now to make sure that Chesapeake gets counted. Starting now through mid-October, census address canvassers will be working in several Chesapeake neighborhoods. They'll knock on the door and will request verification of the physical address and whether or not there are additional living quarters on the property. Now, this information will only be used to ensure an accurate count next year. It will not be used for any other purpose. All Census Bureau employees should introduce themselves and show their official government ID badge. They will also be carrying a laptop and a bag with the Census 2020 logo. We're compiling all the information you need to know on the very important Census 2020, and you can find all of that information on the city's website. The 5th Annual Teen Suicide Prevention Forum takes place on Saturday, September 28th from 11 to 1 at the Central Library. This event will include a panel discussion with behavioral therapists, mental health advocates, and school administrators. It's a good opportunity to learn warning signs and to get tips on how you can best help a teen in your life who may be struggling. The event is free and open to the public. For more information, contact event organizer Sam Boone at 757-558-3003. Well, this weekend there's another popular mini-con at the Central Library. It's Shobucon, and it has everything you could ever want from the world of anime and manga. On Saturday, September 7th from 10 to 4, enjoy interactive panels, cosplay, art contests, and more. Stay up to date on all library events and offerings by following them on Facebook or visiting infopeak.org. Now, don't forget that you can still find the best of local fruits and vegetables right here in Chesapeake, even as we move into fall. The Chesapeake Farmers Market is held at City Park each Wednesday and Saturday through November 27th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And this year's newest market is the Chesapeake Farmers Marketplace at City Hall. Now, this one runs every Saturday through October 26th from 8 a.m. to noon in the Municipal Complex. And they also have some special dates planned for November 16th and December 14th, so be on the lookout for those. And you can learn more at ChesapeakeFarmersMarketplace.com. Well, that does it for this edition of Chesapeake Weekly. Thank you so much for joining us, and we certainly hope you enjoy all of this fresh new programming coming at you. We look forward to seeing you next week. There's a new app in town. It's come to make your life easier when you need a service from the city of Chesapeake. Need a bulk trash pickup? Got you covered. Spot a pothole? Report it here. Neighbor's yard looking trashy? Help is on the way. The brand new Chesapeake Service Requests app is available now in the App Store and on Google Play. It's free and easy to both download and use. Add the app to your favorite device today so it's ready when you need it. And with so many services available, you're sure to need it soon. If you have questions about the app, you can call the Chesapeake Customer Contact Center at 382-CITY.
Mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 58 years old.
This disease just ravages a family.
It changes your life. If we work together, we can stop this epidemic. Now is the moment.
Contact Bright Focus and learn more.